Today, Precarious plays
The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap.
I have my Pegasus boot on. No. Oops.
That's as good a place to start as any, I think.
Do I have to hold them? Yes.
Yeah, you dash with them.
Oh. Okay.
I think it's very generous that you can stop sprinting, fall into the water, and then start sprinting again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. This is just a real struggle.
Is this what it's going to be like all the way across the swamp?
I'm sure I will get my swamp legs at some point.
Oh, I like how the snake goes on a little bit of a... like, its sprite is on a diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute.
Okay.
This thing again, they're all over the place.
The kinstone pieces?
Yeah, we've waffled back and forth on it before. I'm increasingly convinced that they must not be like Skulltula tokens from Ocarina of Time, where there's a finite number of them.
Yeah.
And again, I guess they could just be... No, they could still pull from a list, you know? Like maybe you just get them in a random order or something?
Maybe.
Feels
I'm
weird,
excited
but-
about this fellow.
Now that is one nasty looking statue. That eye has such an evil glower to it.
I wonder if I can get it to melt stuff for me. Hey! No? Took so long the grass grew back.
Now you just missed one.
Oh, oops. I have to confess I am a little tired today.
Yeah, it's not a great sign, but it's Minish Cap, and it has only proven itself to be a friendship ender one whole time, and that was in a boss room, and I don't see any of those lying around.
Do you think that...
No, you can't. You can jump anyway, because it's fun, but you can't go over this.
Yeah, okay.
As has been previously established, boy, you are tired. Well, good luck, friend.
Do you think that the swamp boots... No, they won't let me through, will they?
You could give it a try. Maybe the difference is that you just have to go in straight lines if you're running over deep water.
I did not do that correctly. Hang on.
Well,
okay, nope.
Okay,
It's not a happy,
that's
not a happy
in
swim.
the no-fly zone.
All right.
It did seem awfully generous.
In here. Can't get down there. Not from here anyway. Oi! Snakes. Oi!
Plants.
Mm-hmm. Everywhere.
I had Zelda on my mind recently. Not this one, though. This one's fine.
Well, if it's on your mind, is it not fine? That was the implication right there.
That was not what I meant to imply, but I now realize how it sounds. I think, as established, whenever we were playing Majora's Mask, I was not as completely smitten with Breath of the Wild
Yeah.
as many other people were. I think it's fine. I just am bothered by what I think of as very visible problems that seem to have... A lot of people spoke about Breath of the Wild as if it was some like destined, promised land. You fought a Darknut down here. You already did that.
Oh, man, why didn't you say something earlier?
Because I didn't notice until we went in that room. It's a new session. I don't know if that's clear, but
Yeah. Okay.
anyway, a lot of people they treated Breath of the Wild like some sort of second coming of some great lost messiah. And that gives the impression that there's like nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they jettisoned a lot of things that would have been useful to include, you know? Just right off the top of my head, no claw shot or hook shot seems peculiar. Because it's sort of like built in. It's already the worry where it's like, oh well, that could trivialize scaling mountains if you could use it to scale things, which presumably you'd want to. That's what you would want it for.
Mm-hmm.
It could trivialize those activities, but then I would counter by saying, but then the durability system kicks in and takes over. Like removes that from, it keeps that from being a problem. So, another game came out recently, and I've been trying hard to play it, mainly for the sake of a friend. I hate this feeling. I'm not usually the one that's lagging behind in a game.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I'm the one that's like, oh, I'll take off all of my big boy armor and come splash around in the kiddie pool.
Oh yeah, you're usually tutorializing. You're like taking people like on tours of WoW.
Mm-hmm. Or like Monster Hunter.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna have a hunting tour.
And it's like I'm gonna be very good, and I'm not going to. That's the entrance. You're back where you started.
I'm hoping that I might. No. I feel trapped is not the right word, but I feel like I am living in a dead end.
It's not to the south, so stop going that way.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably just missing something to the north.
Mm-hmm. I haven't been able to break the rocks, right?
Not that style of rock, no. But you can ascend. You can go up. And then can you go down in a different sector?
Yeah.
Like that. There you go.
I did. It was not... Unless... Is this the sector that I missed? Yeah, it is.
And it seems like it.
Yep. Totally is. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Welcome. What was I saying?
I don't know, you clever clogs.
Hey. No, that's old. A game came out recently, and a lot of people are comparing it to Breath of the Wild, and with that as a new point of comparison, I now miss and appreciate Breath of the Wild more. Now that I'm seeing a different company copy it less successfully, it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, it's funny thinking about it because I remember that a lot of the discussions we had while we were playing through Breath of the Wild were around, does this really feel like a Zelda? Would this really have to be a Zelda game? And we just kind of came to the conclusion that, like, no, you could stick whatever characters in here and it would be equally meaningful.
Yeah.
And they kind of did that.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it less.
Well, the problem is that game is missing a lot of the fine details. So it's all very surface level, and it's giving me this weird feeling that, like, oh, so when people were praising Breath of the Wild, they didn't really understand what made that game special then either, did they? Because... So here's an example. Oh, I don't know why I'm being coy. It's Genshin Impact. It's got some problems. Like, I think that one of the big ones that sticks out in my mind is that they pulled out a lot of systems that were perceived as being like a bother in Breath of the Wild, and then forgot to replace them with anything. So that's a problem in my mind. It's a big topic. You know what? I'll talk about it more tomorrow. I need to take some notes down, actually.
Should I get tiny between episodes?
No, we'll start with your getting tiny.